Hello, I'm Brian Dolby and this is Total Television. I'm pleased to be talking to Mike Edgett, who is the Marketing Director at Movius. Mike, you've had a very exciting year. You've caused a bit of a storm at Mobile World Congress and CTIA. Tell us a bit about the breadth of activity that Movius are now involved with.
Movius has had a very good year, and we're continuing to expand the portfolio of what we offer. But if you look at what we do, we kind of put it in four pockets. Probably the biggest one that we're most known for is the whole suite of converged messaging solutions. So whether that be unified messaging, whether that be visual voicemail, those kind of things that people are very used to and are familiar with Movius for. We're also known for a lot of things in unified conferencing. So whether that be conferencing focused for the enterprise, whether it be conferencing focused on mobile devices, whether it be video, whether it be audio, we do the whole suite. The other area that we spend a lot of time on is notification services. So whether that be emergency notification services or even missed call notification services, all part of the business. But the most exciting thing we've had this year have been a lot of the applications and solutions that we've offered in the area of virtual communications.
Yes, now I know I read somewhere about this service VSS, which I think is particularly of interest to Africa, where historically you've always been very strong.
Yes, VSS stands for Virtual Subscriber Service, and what that does is it allows people who currently do not have phones to have phone service. So these individuals sign up with a carrier, get their own personal phone number. They're able to call in and get messages that people have left on that phone number, but they also can leave messages for other people and actually in turn place calls for to people. So it gives them an opportunity to be able to communicate with people in distant areas that they never could have communicated with before. It's a great opportunity to expand the market for carriers into a whole new aspiring group of consumers that in the past just could not be reached with existing solutions.
I suppose it gives these people a chance to sort of get on the map, so to speak, because the way the world is going, people are being severely penalised if they're not part of the communications revolution, as we might put it.
Yeah, that's exactly true, and I think that's the value that we see of it, and I think that's the value the carriers see of it. It's an opportunity to get to consumers, an opportunity to be economically successful, actually establishes them as a customer of the carrier early on, and as they're able to move along and move up to be a normal, typical subscriber with their own mobile service, they'll be able to take that number with them. It's a number they can port with them. So they get that number early on. It's almost like a teenager does, and they keep it with it their whole life. It's the same idea for everybody now.
Now, I know we've got VSS at one end of the scale, but you've just signed an enormous multinational contract with Telefonica for a new service called Sideline. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Sideline service is a very interesting service for us, and I think carriers are going to be very excited about it. I know Telefonica is. What it does is it allows consumers to have a second mobile line on their existing handset. No need for multiple SIMs or anything like that. It works on any device, but basically allows the consumer to separate out their personal life from their business life, or maybe if they just have different parts of their personal life they want to separate, they can also do that too. They'll be able to do it, no special equipment required from a consumer standpoint. It allows the carrier to be able to offer multiple lines to an individual.
And you must be very encouraged. I know you commissioned some research by Frost & Sullivan, and that really backed up your thoughts about Sideline.
Yeah, we saw a lot of interest in it. We thought it was true, and then the surveys that we came back with that Frost & Sullivan did, this was based on U.S. data, but we'll obviously think it's going to be true elsewhere, is the demand is very high. Both consumers, there's a lot of consumers already that carry multiple handsets, and they realize it's a pain in the neck to carry multiple handsets. If they can get it all onto one, that would be great. And there's other consumers that right now only carried one because they were afraid of the cost of carrying multiple handsets, or they already recognize the disadvantage of carrying multiple handsets, so they didn't want to go down that road. We think there's an opportunity there too, and I think the data that we'll be able to share will support that too.
Well, it sounds like you've got some exciting months ahead, never mind the ones that have just gone. So thanks for talking to us at Total Television.